It is better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
Hello everyone, today I have instructive checkmate in 6 from one of my games. In this position I am down 2 pawns with a computer evaluation of -1.2 for black, but I have a strong attack coming against the black kingside. Notice my h3 rook eyeing the h7 pawn. With this in mind I play the best move bishop d3 attacking black's queen and x-raying black's weak h7 pawn. It is here that black blunders a thematic mate in 6 that you are sure to see in puzzles and even your own games. Black plays queen f6 hoping to exchange queens with a 2-pawn material advantage, but black's material advantage cannot save them now. Take a moment to think about the winning combination. The move is bishop takes h7 check, a fairly obvious move to start, as even if you don't see the mate you are taking a pawn with check and forcing black's king into the path of the rook. From here there are many mating ideas, but only one move leads to mate in 5. The key move is bishop g6 check. The idea is to block black's queen from being able to reach the h6 square to prolong the checkmate. From here black can either sack the queen on h4 or play king g8, both are mate in 4. In the game black plays king g8, which seems slightly more logical from a human point of view. I follow up with the thematic and brilliant rook h8 check, fully sacrificing the rook. This rook sack serves 2 roles. One is that it forces the king onto the open h-file again. The other is that it clears the h3 square for my queen to slide over and check the black queen. As you have probably noticed by now, queen h7 is an unstoppable checkmate threat. My opponent noticed this as well and decided to resign, but here is the full checkmate played out. Here if black wanted to avoid checkmate in 6, the best move to play was simply f5. Blocking the queen from the attack and freeing up an escape square for the black queen. Going back, strong players will see that technically queen h6 blocking the rook isn't really something to be afraid of. Here white can just take the queen with check. Black can't actually take back due to my queen pinning the g7 pawn to king on h8. White still needs to have the bishop on g6 because it creates the forced mate pattern. The important and thematic idea here is that white's bishop needs to block the black queen from getting to h6. Take this very similar position where white still has mate in 6, but the queen is not on the strong dark squared long diagonal. Here, since white's queen isn't on the strong diagonal, queen h6 blocking is a much more solid defensive resource. Sure, Stockfish says it's still mate in 22, but let's be honest, the only ones who can see mate in 22 are cheaters, engines, and super GMs. If you enjoyed watching this thematic mate in 6 video, please consider liking and subscribing. If you have any questions, criticisms, or comments, please leave a comment.